Hey guys, Sunday afternoon, what do you say we go make us a brush fire? We got a brush pile back at the other farm, and we got all of our winners built up of successful farming magazines and big ag and all kinds of farm magazines. Mom's wanting to get out to the house, and we got some out in her little alpaca shed. She's wanting to get rid of all them, so we're gonna go light a big brush pile we got shoved up. Got a tank there. It's got a little bit of bad diesel and gasoline in it. We want to get that tank empty so we can fill it with diesel fuel for the farm. So we got more storage. So we're gonna head over there with the backhoe. DJ just took off with the Kubota a little bit ago. So I'll catch back up with you when we get over there. There's the pile we want to burn. Got to be careful because it's definitely plenty soft and this thing weighs a lot. I'm gonna lift the pile up so we can throw all the paper and trash underneath of it and get it burning good. Got a Kubota load of junk thrown under there, so we'll back up and set the pile down on it. Tip some fuel onto it, and then we'll get her lit. That's some bad fuel. It's got some gas in it. It's coming out kind of chunky, so I don't know what all got in it or how it even got that way. But we've got maybe 20 gallon in there. I thought there was more than that in the tank, but it'll be good to get this tank empty. So we're gonna dump some of it on there and light it. We got a lot of flammables in there. Probably should say, don't try this at home. I think that did the trick. I even got the tree standing up on fire. Not that I care. And I'll show you guys where the brush all come from. Did some clearing. Right up there on top of the hill where the cattle trailer is sitting, there used to be a really big house here. And we tore it down about a year ago, right before I started this YouTube channel, which I wish I would have got some video of the house before it come down. But it was a big brick house. We used a lot of the brick to put in crossings, and I mean it took up most of this pad, 2-story. It went almost to the pine trees. It was huge. And then this here all used to be wooded, and I last summer one day I come up here at the skid loader and just started pushing trees. It's real gravelly, so the trees push out easy, but it's so steep I don't want to get much closer to the pond with the skid loader. But eventually I want to take the backhoe and rip out the rest of these trees except for a couple along the pond and get this seeded back to grass and cleaned up. We got the big oak tree that we tore down that somebody's said they cut up for firewood, so Yeah, we'll have a couple big fires around here. Trying to get all these trees burned up. Not sure if somebody's gonna build a house here or not. If DJ or I might down the road. It's definitely a cool place for a house to be, right up above the pond like that. But we got a lot of work to do back here. We just bought this farm. I haven't owned it a year, so it's a work in progress. Will be for several years. And I want to go. Need to get down along the bank with it, the backhoe, and pull these trees out that are growing on the inside of the pond. There's 5 or 6 of them, but we may do some of that today. I don't know. While the fire's burning, we need to keep backhoe around here to stir the fire. So I think DJ's gonna go around behind and he's gonna start pushing the pile up, pushing some trees on top of the fire. Now that it's probably got about all that fuel burned up, and it's just, we got it hot and it started on the wood, so he'll go over there, and it's a pretty big pile. He's gonna try to roll some wood on top of it. Yeah, that worked really well, what he just did there. The trick to burning piles is you gotta keep them stacked up well and keep the fire going. It's good to have the backhoe back because it's hard to do it with the skid loader, just because I'm afraid to do it with the skid loader because it's usually got straw or something stuck to it, and when you pull up to push the fire up, and the fire is right there in front of you and it gets kind of hot in the cab. And I just don't like using skid loaders for pushing up brush piles. One of the people we farm for, they burned a bobcat up doing that when I was little, so looks like DJ's gonna use the boom now. Pulling a stump out. Stumps is one of the biggest reasons to have a track over brush work. So that works alright, but a track is a lot handier, especially if you got a thumb on it. Can't remember what kind of tree that was I cut down. Kinda gotta work at them a while to get the roots busted to get them out. The hardest part about doing them is digging them out and trying not to make a big hole where they were. DJ looks a lot better at running this than I do, at least digging, because since this has been, we haven't had it for so long, I've been at that helping that dairy, and they've got a Backhoe, and it's got different controls than this. So I get in this, and I'm all turned around now that I'm used to Backhoe controls. He's getting her. Spring's definitely coming a little early. It's really greening up quick past week, and this flat patch of flowers is coming up. I think it will be a little bit of an early spring this year. Well, I started cleaning the pond bank off until Backhoe sunk on me, so I got myself out with the boom, but we're gonna say enough of that for right now. I was trying to rip some of them briars down and stuff, but maybe I can get it on the other side over there. Hold the boom up from digging myself out. Just stopped for a little bit. Been ripped a few trees out here on the end of the pond. I got them two to go yet, and try to clean this up some. Doing this stuff for a Backhoe would be handy, because you can just move as you do it, and it's a lot easier to tidy things up with the Backhoe, I think. But we work with what we have. It's good to have it back. She's doing good and hot now. Just pushed it up. Probably come back a couple hours and stir it again. Then do it right before I go to bed tonight. First thing in the morning before I head to the dairy. Actually pretty warm where I'm standing. Well guys, here's a good look at what Ohio weather's like. I did not know it was going to do this. I had the camera in my truck charging up. Now we got ice. That's handy. Well, I just went back here and I ripped some trees out around the pond and dipped some of the cattails out of it and started doing this on me. So I just stirred the fire and got a text that dinner was ready, so I'm gonna run in and eat dinner, and then we'll go back out in a little bit and stir it up before dark, because I don't have lights. So we get it stirred up and get it put away. It's really coming down now. Alright guys, you can see how white the ground is now, but it's snowed and it turned to rain. It's made kind of nasty. We're gonna walk down here and stir the fire up real quick before we go in for the night. I'm not gonna have enough daylight to show you what I did around the pond. Well, you can see how you can see straight through it. I got rid of all them trees. So and then dip the cattails out. We'll have more videos on that. We've got a lot of backhoe projects, so we'll stay tuned for them. We're gonna push this all up, and then we'll park the backhoe and up in the machinery shed for the night. It's getting slippery quick with just that little bit of rain. Place. I'll have to put the camera down so I can finish this, but that's all it is, stirring it. Drive into it and push it up, and it'll burn. It'll burn all night, or hopefully it will. If not, we can relight it again sometime soon. Well, she's stirred up and it's getting dark fast, so we're gonna quit for the night. That little bit of snow made this a slimy mess right in here. Keep sliding out into the field that's chisel plowed, and it's soft, and I should have just stirred it get better before I went in to eat and called that a night. This backhoe, it doesn't have much for good tires on it. I mean, they're decent. It's just when it gets slippery like this, it's heavy and it slides around a lot. That was fun. We got a lot done that I wasn't planning on doing today, but I decided we're just going to leave the backhoe out kind of in the middle away from anything. It's always a good idea when you're doing that to not pull it in, just in case it were to ever suck like sparks into the engine compartment or something and it's smoldering. Which I looked it over, and we didn't get into it that much, but it's just a safety precaution to leave it sit out. It ain't gonna hurt anything to sit out tonight. I'll have to stir it first thing in the morning again to get it burning again. Alright guys, that'll be about all for this video. I'm getting ready to go in for the night. I guess look forward to, we should be having some more activity coming with more videos. We've got to get ready. We be moving cattle out. We got a lot of fence to fix. Let me turn my light on there. And then, of course, get the corn planter ready and getting stuff ready. And before we know it, we'll be probably wet baling the wheat cover crop we got. So stay tuned for those videos. And right now, my biggest holdup on my videos is my computer, or YouTube itself. It's taken sometimes 2 days to get a video up, so I don't know if there's something I need to do to fix that or what's going on there, so I just deal with it, and I'm usually pretty good at catching when one's done, so I can start another one right away or whenever I'm at the house. So stay tuned for future videos. We should have some more interesting content when we get outside and do some stuff. But if you like what you see, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell icon at the bottom so you'll be notified when we post new videos. Thanks for watching.